Good morning, my dear children. This is P. Vasantakumar, social teacher from DAV High School, SDSTPS, AP Genco, Naltur. Welcome to the chapter Atmosphere, Part 2. In the earlier class, we learned Introduction of Atmosphere, describe the structure of atmosphere, learning objectives of this part. By the end of the chapter, you will be able to explain about the pressure belts and planetary winds in detail. My dear children, we are going to learn pressure belts and planetary winds in detail. Now, air pressure and pressure belts. The air around us is composed of gas molecules. These are constantly pushing each other or any objects, and the effect exerted together on any object is described as air pressure. Thus, air exerts pressure from the top, bottom, and from all the sides of an object if it is exposed to air on those sides. Pressure of air increases if more number of molecules are present. This mostly occurs on the surface of the earth as the gravitational force of the earth pulls air molecules to its surface. However, when the air and gas molecules are heated up, they acquire a lot of energy and move very fast. These molecules also push the object more, which results in the increase in the pressure. The energized molecules start flying higher and higher. As the molecules move higher, they have more energy to withstand the pull of the earth. When more molecules reach higher in the atmosphere, the place near the earth constitutes less molecules. This means less pressure or less pushing around the earth's surface. Children, which is called inverse relationship. Now, when atmosphere gets hot, air pressure becomes low, and when it becomes cool, air pressure increases. This relation between atmosphere and the air, where one increases when the other decreases, this is called inverse relationship. When heated, air rises and it starts losing energy got from the earth's surface. With increase in energy, the molecules get closer and become denser. The dense air starts falling back towards Earth's surface due to gravity. Children, generally, wind flows from high pressure region to low pressure regions. Children, we are going to learn second one, pressure belts. On the earth, the land surface heats faster than sea. When compared to the land close to the sea, the land which is far from the sea will heat faster. Thus, the air above the land deep inland gets heated more quickly than the land that is near the sea. Whereas water takes more time to heat, and so the air above water gets heated slowly. However, in case of cooling, water takes more time to get cooled when compared to land. Hence, heating and cooling will be different from place to place. Pressure also differ from place to place. Same as water moves from higher place to lower place, heat moves from warmer objects to cooler objects. We see according to this example. Heat is flow of energy from a high temperature location to a low temperature location. Air moves from the areas of higher pressure to areas of lower pressure. This process is called wind. If wind moves at a slow pace, it is known as breeze. The wind that comes in a short and fast burst is known as gust. If the wind moves very fast and blows things around, it is called storm. The maximum speed of wind over the Earth's surface is called cyclone. The high temperature heats up the atmosphere and hot air rises, creating low pressure at the Earth around the equator. This low pressure is called equatorial low pressure belt or intertropical convergence zone. As the air reaches the upper part of the atmosphere, it spreads away from equatorial region to northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. When the wind spreads, it becomes cooler, denser, and starts to sink back to the earth. This pressure is found higher and is called subtropical high pressure belt. The wind reaches the Earth's surface, it gets split into two parts. One part moves towards the equatorial low pressure area, gets heated, and rises, due to which equatorial cycling of wind continues. Other part moves towards the next higher latitudes where the pressure is lower. When compared to the areas of latitudes along the Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle, the air in the North Pole and the South Pole is cold and is at high pressure. Now the polar winds rush towards these lower pressure areas. You see, normally we feel that winds moves in a straight line from north to south and south to north zones, but in the northern hemisphere winds move slightly to the right and to the left in the southern hemisphere due to impact of Earth's rotation on its own axis. The zero effect near the equator and maximum effect near poles is called Coriolis effect. The atmosphere always circulates around the world. Winds play an important role in weather and climate patterns. How could Vasco da Gama find sea routes? He used winds to power his ships and to find sea route to India. Because of this, he was able to transport and trade large quantities of pepper, cinnamon, and etc. to Portugal. In this way, these winds also were crucial to the establishment of the Portuguese rule over Goa. My dear children, next session we will discuss about describe the types of wind. Thank you, my dear children.